MIgardener here, and I'm here with the weekly quick tip. Now we've come up with a thing we're going to do every week. We're going to give you tips to help you in your garden. If you have any questions, just send us a message and we'll answer them through video. And so this week's quick tip is about planting your seeds. You know when you plant your seeds and you feel like you have to plant each one individually and it takes forever and you're worried about spacing and your seeds are super tiny little small and you're not even able to see them. So we've come up with a way that we can reduce the time-consuming poking holes, putting tiny seeds in and covering them up. And really, you don't have to worry about spacing with this. If you want, you can thin your plants out later. If you like, if you don't have to. So I'm going to show you using these. Now I'm going to show you how we put this weekly quick tip into effect. First, what you're going to want to need is any kind of herb jars, really. And as you know, most herb jars, most of them, not all of them, but most of them have these holes in them. And what you'll do is this one, conveniently, has a bigger hole that we're going to put the seeds in, and if we need to, we'll take the top off. I don't think we will need that, but if you do, go on ahead. We'll put the seeds in, and what we'll do is we'll close it, hold this open, and just tap. Now I'm going to be showing you how to do this later on with this smaller one. This is an old cilantro herb one. I'll just take the top off, and you can't, it's really difficult to put seeds in that little tiny hole. So this one, just take the top off, put the seeds in, put the top back on, make sure it's tight so your seeds don't all dump out everywhere, and tap. So I'm going to show you exactly how we do this, planting our lettuce seeds that we're going to be putting in our window. Alright, so first of all, what you're going to need is soil. You're going to need some kind of potting mix or whatever you have readily available to you, something with great nutrients in it, and we've been using this green thumb potting mix. That's been working great for us. And also what else is in here is rabbit droppings. Luke went out the other day and he went and gathered up rabbit droppings right out of the woods out back. And rabbit droppings are great for your plants. First of all, because they're full of nutrients like nitrogen and phosphorus, and really because all they are is what all rabbits eat. They just eat plants. And when they eat the plants, you know, they go through all that and it just comes out as a balled up plant, really is all it is. So it has all the essential nutrients of a plant that have just gone through digestive system and they haven't lost their nutrients. So that's why we have rabbit droppings in here, and they will be great for our plants. And when you put your soil in, don't fill it up all the way, because when we sprinkle the seeds on, when we sprinkle them on there, we're going to cover them up with a little more potting soil. So, because you don't want them just laying on top of your soil, that's not good. So what I'm going to do first is I'm going to take the black seeded Simpson lettuce and I will funnel it into our little cilantro container. So what you want to do is just make yourself a little tiny paper funnel, really. It's just fold it in half. And pour some seeds in there, just a few. And then you're going to just dump them in. And that should be about good. We'll probably want to plant more, but for now, just for this video, I'm going to demonstrate. Oh, don't need that. And so now, get our potting soil back here. Now you're going to do what I said before when I demonstrated with the garlic and the cilantro containers. Just want to tip it a little bit. You don't want to tip it like this. You don't want it like that, because your seeds are just going to go everywhere, and there's going to be a big pile. You don't want that. So we'll just take it and we'll tap. Once you see the seeds falling out, you're just going to a little quickly go through, because you don't want them to concentrate into one area. And go along. And that's about, I might put a few more in here because we can always thin them out later if we want. Might not, but it doesn't really matter with lettuce because it's all the same thing. So after you spread your seeds out, and what I had to do is just kind of move them around with my finger, and don't worry about the rabbit droppings, they're just, all they are is plant material. Just take some of your potting soil, the shovel, and just sprinkle it on top. Don't bury them too deep, because the deeper you bury them, the longer they're going to take to sprout. And really, lettuce seeds you don't want to bury too deep. Really, any seeds you don't want to bury too deep, but they're not recommended for a deeper burial. Just want to cover your lettuce seeds or whatever other seeds you're going to use. Just cover them up until you don't see any more. If you see some seeds poking out there, cover them up. Don't move them around, cover them up. Because if you just move them around, they're not going to do as good as if you covered them up like they're supposed to be. Oh, there's a few more seeds in there. And we'll do the back row here. Now these are going to be part of our window plants. We're going to have a few. I don't know exactly how many right now just yet. We haven't decided. But we will have a series for you guys on YouTube of our window plants and just the window plants. This video will kind of kick off. So it's kicking off two new things: the weekly quick tips and our gardening in the windows. And we will have updates for you on the gardens, and we will have videos for you about what we plant, how we're planting it, and you'll have all the information you need to start a window garden or an outdoor garden or a grow box, anything you need on your own. And that looks like we have covered every single one of them. So now all I'm going to do is just give them a quick water and put them in the window. And that was our weekly quick tip. So if you have any more questions, just feel free to send us any messages and we will be more than willing to answer them for you. And also, if you like our videos, please rate, comment, and subscribe.